Look, man, this rotation episode gonna be strictly on some upper echelons, right? And I'm coming at y'all with a different angle, right? So I want to talk to y'all about a couple of superpowers. But at the end of the day, you're gonna look at it like this ain't really no superpowers. But you gotta realize a lot of people cannot harness this. They cannot transmute this, and they cannot utilize this. It's either you using your neocortex or you're using your reptilian brain, or you just might be in between. You hear me? But listen, I'm going to speak to y'all about a couple of virtues and characteristic traits, right, and capabilities that we all can access. But in today's society, it's really a superpower, right? Because you got a lot of people that's just, they loose. You know what I'm saying? They can't control themselves and stuff like that, right? So a couple things we're going to discuss, right, is what's going to help you through these times we're living in as World War III that they say. And when you look at World War III, right, you're mostly looking at psychological warfare. You understand what I'm saying? And when it comes to psychological warfare, emotional people and weak-minded people, that's not their strong fault. That's their downfall. You know what I'm saying? And let me grab my backpack and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be right back because we had a tweaker, aka a witch, a warlock in my spot. Because they all know I be coming to this certain spot, right? So let me set my phone up real quick or put it down. Let's hold it enough. And then I'm gonna be right back. Let me see if I could just. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me just put it down. Grab my bags.
Hey, Joc, that's fresh.
All right, y'all. So we back, right? So I left the library and I realized, like, not on no cocky shit, no arrogant shit, but how much superiority I have over those who deem themselves to have more power over me because the system gave them some type of entitlement, right? So in these times we are living in, you understand what I'm saying? We have superpowers now because this World War III, which is basically psychological warfare, spiritual warfare at the same time, right? So especially if you're on SR, brahmachari, you know what I'm saying? You saving your life force essence. This is definitely going to be one of the accolades you want to activate through your activities throughout your life, right? So staying calm, bro. Staying calm no matter what is a superpower. You understand what I'm saying? Because when somebody realize they can't get you emotional, they can't get you to cut up, they can't control you, and you're not willing to comply, they lose it. You can see the fire on their head. I forgot the name of the anime show. I never really got into it, but I might check it out tonight. But I saw a glimpse of it, right? And it's like their heads be on fire and shit. I guess that's from agony and pain and shit. So their heads catch on fire, dog. Y'all know what show I'm talking about. And I was in the library, right? And they basically don't want me in the library because I get to read books, I get to charge my phone up, and I get to do a lot of research. On the back end, I ain't got to be melting in the sun all day, but I'm really not melting. I'm really charging up in the sun. But, you know, AC, you can stay cool. They feel like they don't want me to have any of those type of privileges, which is whack, which is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like they sleep in AC 24/7, but this ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? So the yeah, all the staff just been acting ugly and shit. Like it's my first time in the library and shit, and I'm pretty sure yeah, it's on the dope, but it's on a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? But when I looked at my phone, the hours changed and shit. And then the Matrix wanted to play a game on me today. When I looked at the hours of the library, it said permanently closed. And I was like, see how the Matrix be playing games? I wish I would have screen recorded it, right? So let's get to the point. All of the staff was acting real nasty, especially yesterday. Or really today, but yesterday. Walking on the water, dog. Look at that shit. That shit cool, bro. Like some tumbleweed in fucking in Arizona shit. And y'all saw that shit. Fucking Lee was doing water juice. Was walking on the water. There you go again. Look. Man, that shit smooth, bro. But yeah, man. So I had asked the lady yesterday. I was like, what's the hours of the library? She was like, they on the hours on the door. And I was like, dang, you could tell me. Monday through Friday, whoop, you know what I'm saying? Because when I looked on the internet, the hours changed. And then the day I looked at the hours, they changed again. And then before I left the library, that bitch said permanently closed. So I was like, okay. So I realized the hours of the library is from 9 to 6, Tuesday from Saturday. But at first, when I first got here and I was checking out the library, no matter of fact, before I even got here, I checked out all the libraries and shit like that. And it said Saturday and Sunday closed. So I was like, the Matrix gonna play games, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much they could rearrange because it's psychological warfare, right? So today the staff was getting real nasty, real ugly because they was doing a whole lot of witchcraft on me and shit, and it didn't work. Like they want to manipulate the energy and they think I'm the rag doll. That's what one of the handlers, the gang stalkers that walked past me one day was like, yeah, you are rag doll. And I was like, nah, bitch, you ain't gonna jerk me anymore. At first I couldn't get it. And then my dog, he told me, he was like, hey bro, what's some shades? And then it was another time I had spoke to one of the hive mind through telepathy that hate the hive mind, but he know he part of the hive mind. And I don't know how he was able to do it without getting caught. But he also gave me a technique too, how to deal with the witches and warlocks. Because people be in your eyes and shit, right? But so boom, they got mad because they be fucking doing this. Boom, they be slamming shit and they be doing all type of weird shit, bro, making them look like crackheads, bro. And I'm like, bro, I know this shit all on camera, bro. But you know what I'm saying? The government part on it. But little brief scenario of my personal life so I can give y'all a little, you know what I'm saying, a little cup of sugar with it, you know what I'm saying, with the bitters. Sweet and sour. You know what I'm saying? Some tangy shit, right? So they realized they were trying to do their little energy manipulation shit all damn day. And I'm like, bro, it's like people just want your energy, bro. When you got the light, you got the energy, bro, they want to play in your energy field, right? So in order for somebody to even play in your energy field, you got to have a major energy field, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was in the library all day, and I know they wanted me to leave the library. Because when I was in the library, bro, the lights was going crazy. The lights was going in and out. Like right now, we got another block right here. So like I was saying, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the library. We might get some real live footage of him doing that witchy shit, acting real sporadic and shit. But pay attention to the message, right? So I'm in the library, and the lights going crazy. They all going crazy because they like, this nigga the most dominant one in the motherfucking environment. I'm like, bro, I'm just being me. I'm not bothering nobody, but to see that you are unbothered and bothered and they know the situation that they put you in. They know they gang stalking. They know they harassing you. You know they doing sound tactics, sound cancellation. You know what I'm saying? You know they doing all type of things to try to throw your frequency off and your vibration off, right? But if you can stay calm through it all, it's just gonna pass by, bro. But if you act all crazy and sporadic and shit, and you're not grounded, that's how you get lifted up in the storm, and they can just take your ass to their level and beat your ass, right? We got this junkie back here, this low life, fucking with some shit he really ain't got no business fucking with. And he doing witchcraft and shit, but we gonna stay to the motherfucking the message. You know what I'm saying? So being calm, bro, is a superpower, and you need that in these times, right? Because these people want to get you emotional, and they know that we all emotional, spiritual people. But once you fuse the left brain and the right brain, it becomes the one brain, and it's time to access 100% of your brain power, right? So the motherboard and the fatherboard, right, is activated. You're not even doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see, I got it on camera, bro. I can't make this shit up, dog. You know what I'm saying? What did he do? Did he get anything from out there? No, bro. But anyway, being calm is a motherfucking superpower, right? Having that confidence, standing in your alignment and walking with purpose, because a lot of people don't have purpose. Just because you got a 9 to 5 and you the manager at Walmart, that means you sold your purpose out for some paper. And that was the whole purpose of the agenda of the matrix. My bad, y'all. We're gonna get back to the message, right? Because I got like 1.5 of memory left, and for some strange reason it was like I don't even got no memory left. So I was like, that's that your phone hack gang stalking shit, right? Every time I try to make a positive uplifting message and I be getting in that shit, they be trying to take me out my element. But hey, bitch, I am one of the greatest elementals, one of the greatest mystics to ever exist, one of the greatest psychics to ever exist, one of the greatest gods to ever exist. Hey, shout out to Krishna. You hear me? Well, shout out to the Most High, the creator of all gods. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't no blasphemy shit. But you are what you see in the mirror. So you a nigga, you a nigga. You a hoe, you a hoe. You a pimp, you a pimp. You know what I'm saying? You a square, you're a square. Everybody's a square in somebody's circle. Sometimes niggas need to get boxed out. You feel me? But back like I was saying to the gods and goddesses, right? Staying calm is your superpower, man. You know what I'm saying? Another couple superpowers is staying disciplined. No matter what's going on, bro, it be sometimes I don't want to get up, I don't want to work out. You know what? And shout out to the God. I'm not familiar with his name, but every now and then the universe threw him in my algorithm to like, hey, Bible, it's time to work out. But right now he doing a 500 push-up challenge every day, every rotation. So shout out to the guy, man, because he be making me snap back. You hear me? Snap that pussy back. You hear me? Goldfish. But yeah, man. Like I was saying though, these superpowers that we got, man, mind over matter is definitely one of them, right? Also, like I said, staying calm in every situation, bro, because once you get angry, it don't do nothing but burn you out, burn yourself out. Come on, I used to be the master of anger. You know what I'm saying? And I realized in the long run, it was people making me mad. And then one of my senseis, one of my OGs put me on game, and he was like, hey, bro, why you always mad? And I'm like, I'm not always mad, bro. People keep on making friction that's not even needed. And then he was like, the whole time while you mad about the situation, they out here having fun, laughing at your ass. And I was like, damn, bro, you right. And I was like, you know what? I can't let them have me in the state of mind that they think they're going to have me. And they want me to be mad, angry, frustrated. They doing whatever they could try to do to try to break me. I done had pieces broken off me, but I refuse to be broken because I got nothing left to lose. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got my soul, but they definitely can't have that here. And like I say, man, staying disciplined is a superpower, man. Staying dedicated is a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Staying determined is a superpower. Because the same way you can make it is the same way you can miss it. The same way you can miss it is the same way you can make it. So it's up to you what you want to visualize and see yourself having. You understand what I'm saying? Now, staying positive, that is a superpower, bro. When all hell is breaking loose around you, that's a superpower, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Because once you step into that stage of disillusion, which is anger, being confused, being frustrated, you know what I'm saying? They win. So at the end of the day, you got to tell yourself, like, man, look, I'm not about to give them what they want. I don't care how many tactics, how many people, how much they try. I know they gonna put, you know how it is. They always try to change history and say my story was a mystery. But I know I'm gonna go down in the books, what that shit called, the Skynet, is one of the greatest that ever exists. No matter how much they try to hide me and delete my content and shadow ban me, bro. So sticking back to the message, right? Y'all see the body looking real slimish. You know what I'm saying? We about to build it back up. And the only way we gonna build this body back up is fueling our choices, chances, and changes. And a fertilizer for your choices, chances, and changes so you can make the best. Because sometimes we make decisions because of short-term things, right? But you got that dedication, determination, and discipline. You can stay calm. You understand what I'm saying? You can stay positive. You can also stay gratitude, stay grateful. That's superpowers. That's your fertilizer for your dedication, determination, and discipline to pour into your choices, chances, and changes, which is going to give you a better situation, better income, better outcome. You understand what I'm saying? We know the odds is up against me, up against you. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody that's trying to walk away from being predictive program, MK Ultra, all of these different psyops that the Matrix trying to pour into us, you know what I'm saying? Like lately, I've been seeing myself less and less off my phone because like once you grab this phone, bro, you in the artificial world. So I love to be in the world that I'm in now. Climbing these trees, getting these coconuts. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing my friend. I've been seeing the homie man, like every rotation, and he don't mind too. And I go get these fruit, man, off the white tea tree, the gumbo tree. You know what I'm saying? It's like gum. I ain't wasting that, man. Dirt don't hurt. Put it in your mouth. See how it works. I ain't need no rocks, bitch. I ain't no crackhead. But yeah, man. Because when you stay in a high vibrational state, everything that you seek will be attracted to you. And also pulling you. What you seek is seeking you. You understand what I'm saying? And all of this noise in the matrix is trying to make sure that you don't hear that. All of these distractions. You understand what I'm saying? All these different things popping up, trying to get your attention, but not really paying you for what your worth is. Because we live in a matrix. As an energy draining place, right? I think I was in Denver, Colorado, and I was looking at the parking lot from a ground view. And I saw the twists and turns and stuff, and the way my brain worked, I was like, damn, bro. We really is in a big ass type of computer chip ass shit. Cause I was like looking at the way that the parking garage was. I could tell that it absorbed energy. Them cars riding around, driving through, speeding up, going down, paying apart. It absorbing energy. It's not even about the dollars, bro. It's about energy, right? And when you utilize and activate these accolades, there you go again. Water style juice. You feel me? Leaf walking on the water. Rock Lee walking on the water. I thought that boy ain't had no genjutsu. But yeah, man. when you keep yourself in a high vibrational energy and attitude, man, things really come to you that you seek, that you planted, and that you watered. Compared to when you being low vibrational, angry, scared, grief, worry. I release all those entities, energies, and spirits that no longer resonate with my spirit, which is righteous, staying confident, confidence, dedication, determination, and discipline. You understand what I'm saying? Man, like I say, bro, I'm about to build the body back up. Looking slummish as a bit. For 18 days, I was eating under 500 calories. I'm not complaining. I'm very surprised how my body been pushing, you know. And that's mind over matter. That's willpower, right? But now I'm in a better situation. I could eat. Tonight I'm gonna eat some rice seasoned up. What else? I got some potato too. So I have a lot of carbohydrates. I was reading a lot of books today, and I never Googled it or none of that, but I realized how important carbohydrates is. They got hydrogen, oxygen, and damn, see, I paid attention so much. But they got hydrogen, oxygen, what is it, carbon dioxide, and carbohydrates. I was reading it in a book today. I was reading a lot of books: plants, minerals, rocks, energy. I'm on a whole nother type of time right now, bro. Right? I ain't gonna say I wanna be, but off respect of Einstein, because Einstein has a molecule that's on the periodic table named behind him that he discovered on the periodic table. So I was like, shit, I gotta do the same thing. Fuck all that talking. Let's get back to these actions. Izak, Spizak, Lizane, Dizane, Reserves. Y'all know the vibe, man. But yeah, man, staying calm is a superpower. Staying happy is a superpower. Not letting situations stress you out is a superpower. Because at the end of the day, some people say you ain't gonna take none of this shit when you leave. But you don't know what the Most High would do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting nobody put whatever narrative they want in my head. They used to say, yeah, our ancestors used to do this and do that. No, my ancestors ain't do that. That's some slave movie shit y'all made up, bitch. My ancestors was moving high tech type, fucking using sound calibrations to make shit float. So all that, yeah, our ancestors used to fucking walk through the jungle and shit for 3 days or 5 days fasting and shit. Nigga, that probably was maybe bazillions of years ago. But honestly, the way I see it, I don't see that was my ancestors, bitch. I feel like back then, or the times before me, or the moments before me, because time don't exist, everything is simultaneously, right? We was way on a higher level. So this matrix is really trying to dumb us down, if anything. But back to the topic, right? These superpowers, man, staying calm, staying grateful, staying happy, staying persistent, staying consistent, having your confidence. Whether you got $1 million in your pocket or you don't have nothing at all, you know what I'm saying? You still got to remain to be the same man. And being on my journey, I have activated that, and I realized that. Like, I remember how it was when I had all the cars, clothes, and hoes, and I was shining and shit. I had all the fancy ass outfits that wasn't even name brand, but like I said, it ain't the man that made the clothes, it's the man that's in the clothes. You know what I'm saying? I never was a designer head. And I remember when I had all of the fancy shit, all of the shit, but I was surrounded by all of the snakes and shit. And I remember how my energy was and my vibration and how I felt. I felt like I was unfuckwittable. And I got all of that stripped from me, right? And then I realized I'm still that same unfuckwittable motherfucker. It's all mind over matter. It's all the vibration. It's all about utilizing the things that people overlook. Because when you go the extra mile with those things, that's just what can't be measured. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are opportunists. And when you can make opportunities out of nothing, out of thin air and out of nowhere, nobody can stop that. So what they're going to try to do is try to get inside your mind. You know, MK Ultra, synthetic telepathy, real telepathy. Try to whisper things that hurt you. Alter your frequency and vibration, but they don't realize, like, hey, they made things called sage and singing bowls. Either one I use gonna dust off they dusty ass energy they try to put on us or on me, right? So I didn't want to make this video too long. I just want to talk about superpowers. And most people, they probably don't even look at it like it's a superpower, but being able to stay calm in any storm is a superpower, bro. Because you could find a way that you need to enter, and you can find a way that you need to exit. But when you're frustrated and you just letting your brain swell and you get inflammation and stress, or make cortisol. And when I mean cortisol, I don't just mean physically. That could be emotionally and spiritually as well. So y'all take into mind what I just dropped down for y'all, man. And exercise y'all superpowers. Stay calm no matter what. Peace and prosperity. Oasis. Bad, y'all. Back. Y'all saw earlier in the video, dude was making all that noise for no reason, right? One of the greatest superpowers of them all is focus. And one of the greatest things about focus is you could utilize your distractions to strengthen your concentration. It's mind over matter. I'm not going to explain too much, but let it marinate.